Hello everybody, today I will be showing you how to access old events in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green and Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald. This video will be split into two parts, which will consist of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green and Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald. So before we start, there are some things you probably want to have. You probably want to have AdvanceMap, which I'll have a link to in the description. This is a very useful tool which I use to access old events. So, let's begin with Fire Red. So what you're going to do is load up your save file. Not load up your save file, but your ROM. And you'll see there's a bunch like these groups here, from header, from any map file. Map files don't really work. Yeah. From any, I think they're just all in German. Yeah, probably all in German, but it's just easier to go with from header. So one thing I noticed that these groups here are map banks. They basically store a bunch of the maps inside of them. If you look in them, they'll have a bunch of stuff. For example, these are the what are they called again? Like the versus rooms, when you would connect up with another person to battle or trade. And then this is where it kind of gets interesting, because there's a bunch of these places. Like, yeah. Yeah, so what we're really looking for is the event maps, though. So if we go into 2, we can find Navel Rock. So Navel Rock, this is Navel Rock, where you can find Ho and Lugia. And that's map bank 2, map 0. Question is now, how do we get here? One thing I like to do is that if you go into bank 3 and go to map 0, this is Pallet Town, and what you can do is go to events and click on the door here, the W here, and you can change the map banks here. So you want to change it to 2 because it's in the map bank. It's in map bank 2, and the map is 0, so we don't change it. So if we save changes here, when we now warp over to Navel Rock. Now, if we want to do this with Birth Island, it's still map bank 2, so we don't change it, but a map is different, so we change it from 0 to 56, like this. Now if we change changes, now it just warps over to Birth Island. And to prove this works, I will load up my save file, or load up the ROM that has this, which has my save file on it, and go to Birth Island. So I'll just speed up here. So now if we go through the door here, we're now at Birth Island. I've already completed the event here, so yeah, there's nothing here, but when you do it, there should be the triangle here. Yeah, so that'll be it for Fire Red. For Emerald, we will do the same process as earlier, but I presume some of you just skipped to the Emerald part. So these are groups here. Go to from header. These are map banks, where basically all the bank maps are stored. And what you're going to notice is that what we're going to do is that we're going to... So these are map banks. And inside the map banks are individual maps. This is a very brief explanation because I can't really explain all of it because of kind of the fact that I've to show a bunch of events because Emerald had the most events. So let's for example do the professor's house. When you usually go here, it takes you inside of his lab. So what we want to do is that for Emerald games are stored in Bank 26, where a bunch of other stuff is stored. So the first place we can find is Faraway Island, which is a very infamous Well, not infamous, just not that well known, but also well known, if that makes sense. This is where you can find Mew, in case you're wondering. You can find Mew here. So this is well, that's about Frontier. This is Bank 26 map 5. No, yeah,